You ever see a biker fly past in flip-flops, no helmet, blasting music louder than their engine and think, what could possibly go wrong? Yeah, a lot. Today, we're counting down 12 motorcycle trends that look cool on Instagram but could land you in the ER, or worse, a Reddit fail compilation. From sketchy stunts to gearless gladiators, we're calling out the habits nobody talks about but everyone should stop. If you ride, or know someone who does, this might just save a life, or at least some skin. You've heard the mantra, loud pipes save lives. It's one of those sayings bikers repeat like gospel. But let's be honest, science doesn't back it. Exhaust noise projects backwards, not forward, which is exactly where that distracted driver needs to hear you. So unless you're worried about alerting joggers behind you, it's not doing much for your safety. What it is doing is waking babies, scaring dogs, and earning you dirty looks from pedestrians and cops alike. In many places, excessively loud pipes can get you pulled over, fined, or even have your bike impounded. It's not just a noise issue, it's a legality and perception problem too. Being noticed on the road is important, sure, but being respected and not ticketed is better. Want to stay alive? Rely on visibility, awareness, and actual skill, not just sound pollution on wheels. If you love bikes and hate hospital visits, hit that subscribe button. Your future self will thank you. Wrenching on your own bike feels empowering, like bonding with a metal beast you've tamed with your bare hands. But here's the reality check. Watching a few YouTube tutorials does not make you a mechanic. Swapping a headlight is one thing. Messing with your brakes, chain tension, or engine timing without proper knowledge? That's a shortcut to disaster. Motorcycles are precision machines, not IKEA furniture. One overlooked torque spec or backwards park can leave you skidding across the asphalt, wondering if that quick fix was worth it. Being mechanically curious is great, but being overconfident with a socket wrench is not. Know your limits, and if you're unsure, call a professional. It's cheaper to pay a mechanic now than an ambulance later. Remember, fixing your ride shouldn't require risking your hide. Sure, ditching your mirrors and turn signals might give your bike that sleek vintage vibe, but this isn't a style competition, it's traffic. And spoiler, most drivers can barely see motorcycles with signals, let alone when you're relying on the power of assumption and hope. Mirrors let you see what's creeping up behind you. Turn signals let others know what you're about to do. Remove them, and you're basically riding in stealth mode, with a target on your back. They're not extras, they're essentials. Keep them on, use them often, and ride like visibility matters, because it really, really does. Riding with music can turn a mundane commute into a movie scene. Your visor's down, your playlist's up, and you're the star of your own biker montage. But when the volume's cranked to 11, you're not just setting the vibe, you're blocking out crucial sounds like sirens, horns, and that ominous metallic squeal that probably means your brake pads are begging for retirement. Your helmet isn't a nightclub, it's a command center. You need to hear what's happening around you, because traffic doesn't care that you're vibing to AC/DC or lo-fi beats. Enjoy your soundtrack, by all means, but keep it background noise, not a full concert. A good mix should never overpower your situational awareness. You're not dodging bad beats, you're dodging unpredictable traffic. Ride smart, and save the full volume for the garage. Group rides can be an amazing experience. Nothing beats the feeling of rolling deep with your crew. But without a plan, it quickly turns into a two-wheeled circus. No communication, no formation, and everyone doing their own thing? That's not camaraderie, it's chaos on wheels. Suddenly you've got one guy tailgating, another weaving like it's a slalom course, and someone else getting lost at every turn. It's less epic ride and more mobile hazard zone. Want to ride together and stay together? Set a plan. Pick a lead and a sweep. Use hand signals. Ride in a staggered formation. This isn't a race to see who can end up in a ditch first. It's a ride to enjoy and survive. The real win is everyone making it home with nothing but good memories and maybe some shared bug splatter. Tires. The only thing between you and the pavement, yet somehow the most ignored part of the bike. If yours are looking more like racing slicks from a video game, or worse, cracked and crustier than week-old toast, it's time for a reality check. Old, bald, or dry-rotted tires don't just reduce performance, they destroy it. Your bike might handle like a dream on fresh rubber, but with worn-out tires, it turns into a slip and slide on corners, rain, or even a loose bit of gravel. And don't kid yourself, no amount of riding skill can make up for zero grip. Tires aren't where you cut corners to save cash, they're where you invest in staying alive. So if your tread's more suggestion than traction, swap them out before your next curve becomes your last. Following too closely in a car is bad. On a motorcycle, it's flirting with disaster. You don't have airbags, a crumple zone, or a steel cage around you. Just your instincts and whatever distance you've left between you and the bumper ahead. One sudden stop from that car in front and you're not tapping the brakes. You're testing the aerodynamics of flying headfirst into the tailgate. Spoiler, it does not end well. Leave space. Give yourself time to react. You're not in a hurry worth risking your face. That extra few seconds of following distance could be the reason you walk away from a bad situation instead of becoming part of someone's rearview mirror trauma. So ease off. Ride like you want to see tomorrow, not just the back of someone else's SUV. Ever had someone brake checking you while tailgating? Drop your craziest close call story in the comments. Bad weather isn't just inconvenient, it's actively working against you. Rain, wind, wet leaves, oily roads, all of it turns your two-wheeled adventure into a full-on science experiment in reduced traction and increased risk. Unlike cars, you don't have four wheels, a roof, or windshield wipers. You've got balance, visibility, and traction, all of which take a hit when the skies open up. Riding like it's sunny when it's clearly not? That's not bravery, that's wishful thinking on wheels. If you must ride through it, slow down. Wear proper gear that keeps you dry and visible. Stay alert. Bad weather demands full attention and a whole lot of respect. Because while your spirit might be waterproof, your tires definitely aren't. Ride smart, not soaked. You passed your test, took a few nice corners, maybe even leaned a little harder than usual, and now you're convinced you've unlocked some kind of motorcycle mastery. Slow down, Valentino. That's exactly when trouble sneaks up. Confidence is great, it keeps you calm, helps you flow with your bike. But overconfidence? That's the fast lane to bad decisions. The moment you start thinking, I've got this, no problem, is usually the moment you miss the patch of gravel, the sudden stop, or that SUV changing lanes without a signal. The best riders aren't cocky, they're cautious. They stay curious, keep learning, and respect the ride every single time. Because riding isn't about proving something, it's about staying sharp, staying alive, and getting better without ever thinking you've got it all figured out. Some people treat riding without a motorcycle like it's a rebellious badge of honor. Spoiler, it's not edgy, it's just irresponsible. A motorcycle license isn't just a piece of plastic, it's proof that you've learned the fundamentals, how to control the bike, understand traffic laws, and handle real-world riding situations. Skipping that step doesn't make you cool, it makes you a liability. Statistically, unlicensed riders are far more likely to crash. And when that happens, your I got this attitude won't impress the paramedics, the police, or your insurance company. Getting licensed is literally the easiest way to protect yourself and others. If you're serious about riding, prove it, earn the credentials. Because in the courtroom, the ER, or on the street, I watched a YouTube tutorial is not a valid defense. We get it. Underglow looks cool. Neon stripes, color-shifting LEDs, maybe even pulsing strobes that make your bike look like it escaped a sci-fi movie. But when your lighting setup starts to resemble a rave on wheels, it stops being style and starts being a safety issue. Non-standard lights, like blue headlights or green taillights, can confuse other drivers. Are you a motorcycle? A police vehicle? A UFO? They won't know. And in that split second of confusion, accidents happen. Plus, a lot of these flashy mods are illegal. Traffic laws exist for a reason. White in the front, red in the back, amber for signals. Deviate too far, and you're not just risking a ticket, you're risking lives. Flashy is fine at shows, not in traffic. Keep it legal, keep it visible, and save the laser light show for your garage. The number one dangerous trend and the most common? Hopping on a bike in just a t-shirt, shorts, maybe flip-flops, with nothing but confidence and a prayer. No helmet, no gloves, no jacket, just raw skin versus asphalt. Spoiler, asphalt always wins. Road rash isn't a cool story or a rite of passage. It's a painful, sometimes permanent reminder that fashion isn't worth your flesh. And helmets? They're not accessories. They're the only thing between your brain and the pavement during a crash. No helmet, no second chances. I mean, look, you don't need to look like RoboCop every time you drive, but the bare minimum should include a helmet, gloves, a protective jacket, and proper boots. It's not about looking tough, it's about staying alive. Because dressing for the ride is easy, dressing for the slide, that's survival. Choose wisely. And there you have it, 12 motorcycle trends that might look cool on social media but are secretly out to wreck your day, your bike, or worse. Riding is one of the greatest freedoms out there. But that freedom comes with responsibility, mainly not turning yourself into a cautionary tale. If any of these habits are a bit too close to home, it's never too late to change. Gear up, ride smart, and remember, style is great, but survival is even better. If you found this video helpful or slightly terrifying in a productive way, hit that like button, subscribe for more real talk on two wheels, and drop a comment with the worst riding trend you've seen out there. Ride wise, ride smarter.